Gotta get creative.
I've been kind of nervous to talk about.
I love it here. I would love to drop everything right now and just clean this thing. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to look at it. There's nothing quite as refreshing as jumping in the Pacific Ocean.
I feel like a whole new person. Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning, another cloudy day. I'm ready for the clouds to leave. My laptop's in my car, so I downloaded DaVinci on my iPad to review the vlog Olivia edited. And I'm like, wow, this is so crazy having DaVinci on my iPad. Oh, a newer version of DaVinci is needed to open. But that's kind of cool. I could edit stuff on here. So I already got a workout in. Woke up early today. I woke up at like 6 and did some editing of the home swapping video. And I've decided, I think, if the weather gets a little better, if it does actually get partly cloudy, I'm gonna drive back down to Laguna to get B-roll. The thing is, I love how the video turned out that I made about Griffith Park and like the history of the observatory and stuff. One thing that really made it amazing was all the B-roll I got with my Blackmagic cinema camera. Oh my god, it just made it so cinematic and documentary style. And when Lauren and I were in Laguna, I didn't get any shots with it. I think I brought it with, but I just didn't really have time. So I figured I could go get B-roll of the city, of the beach, really kind of get the vibe and make it cinematic and like a beautiful video. It's just fun for me. It makes it more fun to edit and find music that goes along with it, and I really think it just makes the video. I want it to feel like a documentary, and right now it feels like a YouTube video. We need that cinematic B-roll to give it the doc feel, you know? So that's kind of the plan. But first we're going to film a podcast episode about something that I've been kind of nervous to talk about. But basically I'm making a whole podcast episode about why I want to just live a child-free life. You guys know I made that video about why people in general are becoming more child-free like a year ago. More and more people decide to be. But I was more objective in that and just talking about like stats and like why people do it, why other people say they do it. And now I feel like I processed it for long enough to own the fact that, and I've thought about this for so long, that like I don't want to have kids ever. It's sort of taboo, at least it was, and I feel like it is less so now. I'm just gonna talk about why in the episode. We'll go into all of it. All the arguments people say. Oh, you'll be lonely at the end of your life, or you're selfish, or whatever. We'll talk about all that. Comment down below if you are also like me and don't want to ever have kids. I'll leave most of that for that episode. Finish getting ready. I'm going to record this episode. I got a good setup. Like, this will be pretty comfy. Okay, guys, we're heading down to Laguna now. We're gonna go get some B-roll. It is cloudy. Shooting when it's cloudy because I don't love how it looks, but honestly, a good amount of the shots while we were there were cloudy, so for continuity purposes, it'll kind of work. And the sun might come out, you never know. It's about an hour drive, so it's really not bad. In my mind, it's like further. I'm like, an hour? That's like nothing. That's like going across town in LA. I can't believe there are people who do this drive every day and they do it at the worst traffic time, so they're in traffic for like 2 hours. It's just insane to me. What do you know, the sun actually came out a little bit. That's just perfect. I think it's still cloudy in LA, but apparently Laguna Beach has a microclimate where it's a little bit sunnier. Things burn off faster than in even like Venice or Santa Monica in LA because of the way that it's like hilly or something. You know who told me? ChatGPT. So we're gonna stop at this little local spot called the Crystal Cove Shake Shack. I feel like that'd be a cute spot to get some B-roll, and then we'll go from there, going to get B-roll of like the little town and stuff. Well, I just actually ate at this little touristy place called the Shake Shack at Crystal Cove. It was pretty good. I didn't try the shake though because I feel like that would make my stomach hurt. I'm going to go get a video shot of the Welcome to Laguna Beach sign. I just found the address. We're getting the footage. I just set this up on here. See how I set my camera up? I just use these little phone attachment things to get it to like stay. And then I got this really cool shot on the lifeguard tower. You gotta get creative to get the good shots when filming by yourself in public. Luckily, it's not super busy. I don't think I would have honestly gone out of my way to explore this little town if it weren't for Kindred. I should keep this, but you guys, the beaches in Laguna, it literally feels like you're in Hawaii. Like Santa Monica, Venice, does not compare. Even Manhattan Beach does not compare. These are, I think, the best beaches I've been to in all of California, probably. I'll be here like every weekend this summer. I had to do one quick little urgent video edit now.
Back to getting more B-roll, and I got this really yummy roomy latte. It's like turmeric, so good. I love the beaches in Laguna. I should gatekeep this like I was saying, but whatever, I'll share it with you guys, but I won't share it to like my main channel maybe. But basically the sand to water ratio, you have these beautiful cliffs, so cool looking, and then not that much sand to get to the water, so you don't have to walk very far, and then the atmosphere of it all is amazing. I feel like I'm by a mountain type thing, but also the water. That is so cool. In LA, it'll be a quarter mile, maybe even a half mile sometimes of sand before you get to the water. And so it just feels almost like you're in, not a parking lot. When it's a busy day, it just feels like you're just around a lot of people and you're not even like that close to the water. Whereas this feels like I'm at the most beautiful beach. Like I said, it just reminds me more of like Hawaii or something, but it's totally California. This is the kind of thing, you don't get this in like Santa Monica or Venice. You do kind of get it in Malibu sometimes. It would be houses here. I want to buy a cute little gelato place. So I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. This is called the art of enjoying life, you guys. Get your work done, get the gelato, and go for a walk on the beach. Good almost afternoon. We're doing some editing. I gotta redo the voiceovers. So I got a lot of comments on my last video that I didn't use one of these pop filters and people got very annoyed because the P sounds were really, they just were unpleasant, I guess, if you were watching it on a TV. So I'm gonna redo the voiceover for the home swap video on here. Let's do it, and then let's go co-work somewhere fun. I actually found this really cool spots that I want to work out of today and just mix things up. I've just been really into doing that lately. Testing, testing. It kind of sounds too good to be true, right? Let's switch up the location. So I'm going to a place called Playa Provisions. It's right by the beach, and I found it when I did my little bike ride to the beach that I did not love the experience of, but that's okay because I found this cool place. I always assumed that this was basically a restaurant, but there's a portion of it that is just like a little to-go cafe, and I noticed people were working at it. So it seems like a nice spot to just post up with your laptop. They have a lobster roll. Like, that's so good. So I want to try that. I've done most of the voiceovers, so I just have a lot of editing basically to do. I also need to respond to some emails and stuff, and I feel like I'll just focus a little better today, like not at home. Let's do it. The sun is finally back, you guys. Good morning, guys. It's gonna be a fun day today. They're gonna come with me. Good news waking up. I did a brand deal for a company and they picked my content to boost it. So basically to do paid ads behind, which means that one, they liked my content enough to do that. I know they had a lot of people do it. Maybe they boosted everyone's, I don't know. But they liked mine enough to boost it. And two, I get paid more. It's not like a crazy amount more, but it's a significant amount where I'm like, heck yeah, it's no more work for me. But because they're using like my face, my name, my likeness in an ad, I get paid more. And it's like I already did the work, and so it's just like a little bonus, which is always fun. I feel like that's happened to me a few times lately because I try and do a good job for brands. I really try. Let's get ready. We have to pack. We have to, yeah, we have a lot to do. I just like edited an Instagram reel for another company. Actually, let's eat first. Gonna get so hungry here in a second, I bet. Headed to Orange County to first record this podcast. Something I really want to figure out maybe this weekend is a system to keep my car clean. It's constantly becoming a mess because I'm getting rid of stuff. I want to take it to sell some clothes, but then I put that off because it's kind of time consuming, and then I never end up doing it. So I have all these clothes I need to get rid of in the trunk of my car, taking up space. And then like my tennis bag, and I'll go film stuff. And that's really the thing. If I was not a YouTuber, my car would always be so clean, but I'm constantly like bringing all this stuff with me. Right now I have 2 mic stands, 2 tripods, 3 cameras, chargers for all of it. It's just a lot of stuff. It kind of stresses me out. Like I look back here and I'm like, it is a goddamn mess. And but I don't have time to prioritize it right now, and I just need to learn to be okay with it and live with it for like the next couple days until I get a chance, because the more important thing is really recording this podcast, getting this video done. I would love to drop everything right now and just clean this thing. Does anyone else get really creeped out when you see industrial stuff? It It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, it's almost like a phobia. Like, it just like, ugh. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to look at it. It just creeps me out. Is that normal? I don't know. Okay, I just finished recording the podcast episode with Charlie. Now we're going to a college where they have this thing installed called Tulu, and it basically lets residents rent things for a day. So I'll explain, I'll show you guys it, but I want to get a shot of it for my video about the sharing economy. They actually didn't have any in LA. They only have them in Orange County. So I was like, okay, perfect. We're doing this all today. We're filming all the Orange County stuff today. So this is the machine, and it basically lets people rent stuff. I got footage of the Tulu machine. So it basically lets people rent stuff that they wouldn't normally buy. They have it set up at a college. College students, they might want to use an air mattress if a friend's coming to visit once or twice a year. And so they let them rent it for like $1 or something really cheap so that they don't have to own it. And I just think that's really cool in general. Think about a drill. Think about these things that you use once a year, maybe, sometimes not even that often. It kind of makes sense to share it with your neighbors rather than each person owning an individual version of everything, just in terms of sustainability. So that's kind of like the point I'm making in the video. In some ways it might be a little inconvenient. I just think it's unnecessary for us all to own everything. Certain things you do want to own though. For example, like a vacuum. I want to own that. An iron. These things that I use multiple times a week. I just want to own one for the convenience. But if it's something that I like never use or hardly ever use, it doesn't really, in my opinion, make as much sense to own it sustainability wise, and also just storing it in my tiny apartment. So we got that footage of it, and now I'm going to Laguna Beach to get B-roll because it's a sunny, beautiful day. For the video, I want to get a shot of me like actually getting into the ocean, like getting my hair wet. So I forgot my GoPro last time. This time I brought my GoPro, I brought my drone. So we're gonna pick up some food, go to the beach. We're gonna have a full beach afternoon where I get my hair wet and go swimming and everything. And then I will check into my hotel. So it's gonna be fun, but we'll also get the shots that are gonna make this video really good. So I'm excited. There's nothing quite as refreshing as jumping in the Pacific Ocean. Made it to my hotel. Look how cute it is. I shut the blinds. First floor with the archway. Here's the bathroom. Super cool. The tile, everything. Let's check out the product. I'm gonna try the shampoo and stuff now. Obviously, I got in the ocean, so I'm gonna wash my hair and then we will go explore the town a little more and get all the B-roll because I just wanted a couple hours to go in the ocean. I don't regret it. It was amazing. And I did get some footage of that as well. I got the GoPro shot of me getting in the water. Freshly showered. This was such a good idea. I love it here. I'm having a great day. 2.5 hours of sunlight left. So I'll go explore and we'll take the Blackmagic cinema camera out to get the cinematic B-roll that we need. But I'll just do like very minimal makeup. I'm not even gonna dry my hair because I feel like I'm gonna just jump in the ocean first thing in the morning because this beach is right across the street from the ocean. Technically there is an ocean view on the balcony thing, but it's not ocean front, which is why it was a little more affordable. I think I paid like $300 a night for this place for like a Thursday to Friday. So weekends would be a little more. Whereas most of the beachfront hotels are like $360 minimum plus or a $50 resort fee. So it's like $400 minimum. I mean, I would do that sometime, but I don't know. I just felt like since I'm just here to like shoot some B-roll and have a little staycation, this place looked really nice. Nice enough. Honestly, it is becoming like a hobby. It's so fun to take my Blackmagic camera out, get B-roll, I'll put my AirPods in and just go explore a cool place I'm making a video about. So I did that when I went to Griffith and it was like kind of fun. Most of what I do is just get shots of the area where I'm not in it, but I found these creative little hacks for ways that I can set up the camera without even a tripod. I'll just sort of like tilt it like I did the other day with these like iPhone attachments I have. So it'll be like tilted up and I'll just look for stuff to lean it on or like sit it on, and then I'll just walk through the shot and it ends up being actually a pretty cool shot that I can use. It just is more more interesting when there's a subject, like a person walking through the frame than just a city or whatever, or like a street. It makes it more visually interesting to have a person, I think. So I'm trying to do that when I can. It is a little awkward because people might see you just like set up the camera and whatever, but my thought is always, I care more about getting the shot that is gonna make the video better than about what some random person is gonna think for like 3 seconds, and then they're literally gonna forget about it and they really don't actually care. That's why I get myself to film in public. Like I filmed a little bit at the beach, but it was very low key, very discreet. Sometimes I'll just use my phone because that's like the most discreet way. If I use my little microphone, it sounds good. Knock on wood, rarely does anyone say anything. Like sometimes people will be like, oh, nice camera. I'm like, thanks. Or they'll like ask questions about it. But yeah, knock on wood, it's usually not like a big thing. But I think that's because I do it discreetly. I feel like YouTubers are notorious for pranking people and like going out and filming in public obnoxiously and getting video shots of people who don't want to be in the video, which is not what I do at all. A lot of times if there's a person in the background, I'll blur their face because I'm like, yeah, they probably don't want to be in it. And I like don't really want them to be in it. So yeah. Look at how my eyelashes are just like way up. It's this heated eyelash curler. Those other ones sucked so much, but this one's actually so good. Like I feel like I look so awake and just my eyelashes are there. Cute that there's a little pool here.
I'll be real, the pool's not as much of a vibe because it's on a busy road. It's like, just go to the beach.
Let's see if it's heated. Ooh, very warm. I might go for a swim tomorrow. Found some delicious sushi. I would recommend Oto's sushi. So good. I decided to just go eat by myself at a sit down place at the bar, and I was like, this is gonna be awkward, and it was a little bit. It was so delicious. Back at the home sweet Sonder, here's what my hair looks like if I just let it air dry by the beach. Beachy waves. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in the ocean tomorrow, so I'm not even gonna do salt curls. I stopped at Whole Foods and got a little key lime pie slice, which looks so good. I thought it would be funny too. I was like, I should watch Laguna Beach, that TV show that honestly is so bad. I don't think it's very good, but I think it would be funny since I'm in this town to watch it. I'm gonna try and wake up really early because I think getting footage in the morning while the sun is rising, while the town is very quiet, would be a vibe. This is so nostalgic. Okay, we got coffee and a breakfast sandwich. Let's go to the beach and watch these clouds burn off. Trying a new beach, Mountain Road. Got my coffee, got a little egg sandwich. The sun is starting to come out. No, but what I love about the mornings too is so it's not busy here. Like, it's just me. That looks really good. Should have grabbed a couple napkins. It's like so greasy looking. This is the lowest effort, but you'll look put together, is put your hair in a little braid and check it out. I have this cool little, it's not a clip, it's actually a hair tie that has that attached, so it looks pretty cute. I think it's from Cezanne. I don't know, I'm really trying to time this properly where I can jump in the water. I just find it to be so rejuvenating jumping in the ocean because it's such a cold plunge. I swear you get so cold. The water's so cold this time of year, especially. It's probably like 60 something degrees. Because it's so cold, I think you get that same kind of dopamine hit that you get from doing an actual cold plunge, because when I dunked in yesterday and I got out, I felt amazing. I was like, I feel like a whole new person, just refreshed. And I really want to do that again today because I don't really get to that often. I don't go to the beach that much in LA, but I'm really trying to come here more. I've been looking at stuff for rent. I'm not even kidding here. I just want to rent a room even, or like a tiny little cottage for the summer, part of July to the end of September, and just try out living here part-time. It's just so different from LA. It's like a slower pace of life, little beach town, but I kind of love it. I don't know, I was so like, oh, I love LA, which I still do, but there's just something about being somewhere where like it feels very safe and it feels very peaceful and I can relax. The random people are so friendly, just the people on the street, not just saying hi, hello, but like having like a little mini conversation, and it's really just wholesome and I love it. It's kind of like moving to Palm Springs where most people are older here. That's my hesitation. If this was a place with like a ton of young people, I'd probably be all about it. And there's just something to it in my opinion. It's different from Newport, it's different from San Diego. Like Laguna is just a special place. Let's talk about solo travel because I feel like it's gotten quite trendy. People going on little solo dates, even if they're not traveling out of town, or going on a full-on solo trip. So obviously this is just a one-night little solo trip, but I've traveled alone a good amount of times. It's always to film a video. There's always like that purpose for it. This felt a little different because yes, I was filming B-roll, but it was like I was kind of just exploring too. So it did feel more like a normal solo trip, I guess. What I really like about solo travel, obviously you can do whatever you want, so you can explore your own interests, but it's kind of deeper than that because I feel like when you're constantly around people, you're always kind of compromising on what you want to do, especially if you have like a kind of agreeable people pleaser personality. Which if you're constantly pulled to whatever other people want to do, you kind of start to forget what you like to do. That can be whether you're single or in a relationship or whatever. I feel like it's great to spend time by yourself because then you do connect to like when you're all by yourself, you have the space to figure out what do I actually like to do. Monica is flying in. We're going to the Beyonce concert, so I gotta head back so I can pick her up. One thing I've always thought would be like so funny to do is if you're picking somebody up from the airport, I've always wanted to go inside the airport with a sign and like act like I'm one of those people who's like a chauffeur or whatever, and I have my iPad with me so I could write Monica's name. I feel like Monica, our sense of humor, she would think that's hilarious. If I get there before she's out waiting on the curb, I might do that because I've just always thought that would be kind of funny. This way, ma'am. Really? You sure you can't?
No, literally, I've tried for
That's
so
a huge
long.
piece.
I feel like this. I tried. I really tried. It's like tied.
Let me just salvage some of it. We really pulled it together after the beach.
Yeah, you look good.
Hey, we got a quick pizza. So fun having you in town.
I know.
You should come visit more.
I know.
If I get a place in Orange County, you totally would, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monica's first Waymo.
It's a, honestly, it's a little freaky, but we're at like a very slow point right now. If we go on the freeway, I'm gonna be like,
We'll see how you feel by then.
we also just ran like a mile.
Not that long.
Like, we ran for like 10 minutes, maybe.
Okay, let's play some music so you can get the full Waymo experience.
Yes.
Bold move, but I
No.
love it. It's like I'm going around these people, they're stopped. Good job, Waymo. All right, so it's after a concert. We're at a four-way stop. There's so many cars, and the Waymo will not go. We're finally going.
Oh, it's finally
We're
going.
finally going. Wow, and it's
So many
so
people just
slow.
passed.
Okay,
Oh my
but we
God.
did it.
Okay, it's
We
fucking
did
going
it.
now. Waymo.
You're scared, huh?
I don't even like using Tesla's autopilot, and I have a Tesla, and I don't use it very much.
So the Waymo, it's like because everyone knows a Waymo will brake for you, they will cut you off. Kind of similar to a Tesla, but people don't know for sure a Tesla's gonna cut you off. So they will cut you off in these. It's so annoying, actually. And I wanted to honk. I wanted to get up there and honk at them.
What do you think would happen?
Oh, rider support will call you immediately.
Really?
Yeah,
And
they
go,
would.
what are you doing?
Yeah, because one time I put my backpack in the front seat just to rest it there, and they called me immediately.
They were like, what's happening?
they were like, what's going on?
Oh, look at Miss Way being aggressive.
Let's go, girl.